Hi, everybody. Thank you for tuning in to our channel, Real Indulgence, where an introvert and an extrovert come together to review movies.
I ain't
Now,
no extrovert.
now he's not an introvert like me. But anyways, when you come to this channel, you're going to see some movies that we're going to review that are going to be mostly at home streaming, because that's what makes me comfortable.
I'm gonna get her in the
But
movie
him, see, told you, extrovert. He likes going to the movie theater. I don't got time for that.
Cinema's like the most like antisocial, like
Yeah.
bro, like taxi driver, like I might have to put you on a watch.
Anyway, son, I got something for you that I wanted to make you feel a little bit more comfortable. After the movie we just watched, and now we're going to review. That is called Run, and this thriller was made back in 2020. I did see someone who had it on their TikTok channel. But it looked good. So I'm like, okay, I'm gonna tell Justin about it when I see him again.
Can I interject for a
We
second?
got a little coffee on the nose. Nose.
How did
okay.
I get on the nose? But
Maybe
when I was watching the movie, I didn't realize at first that I had seen a TikTok little scene from it. My mom mentioned that she saw a little bit of it. Also, I forgot I didn't introduce myself for this episode at all.
I don't think we both didn't, but go ahead.
Okay. Well, I'm JT. This is Mom. Next time it'll be a little bit more professional.
No, it won't.
Yeah, it will.
He's lying.
But no, okay. I saw a little bit of the TikTok scene, and it was the scene where she's in the pharmacy, but like I was scrolling, and I was really just
Wait a minute,
I wasn't interested.
Just to make and I told you, just to make you feel just a little comfortable, I got something for you.
You've
seen the movie?
I'm already full.
You know.
I'm already full.
If you know, you know.
Wish you was stirring that pot, but like, okay, so non-spoilers. Before we get into non-spoilers, what was your like rating, and then we'll go more analytical.
Well, I like to tell my rating a little
at the end.
Yeah.
Okay.
I just want to start off. Like I said, I did see a preview of the movie, the trailer, and it looked good. And so, like I said, I talked him into watching the movie. And in the beginning, it had a lot of promise. Being in the hospital setting was intense, especially when she was, in the hospital scene after just giving birth. So it was like, oh, wow, this is going to be really, really good. And the movie, I didn't fall asleep on the movie, like I've done sometimes.
We did.
I'm doing it at myself, but
no,
I didn't fall asleep in the movie. It did keep me watching it. It did, but intrigue that I had at the beginning of the movie, towards the middle, it had its highs and its lows, and unfortunately, there were a lot of lows. It seemed like it should have been something that was created for a Lifetime movie channel. Sorry, Lifetime. But it was a movie at the theater.
I heard nobody hyped for that.
The one thing that I did like about the movie is that Sarah Paulson, who played the mom.
Oh, she did her. Oh,
whatever.
Oh, my bad. She did her thing.
Yes. Yes.
I was terrified of her. If I see her in real life,
more so than me.
I don't know
what viewers. That's all.
I don't know what she put in this coffee. That's all.
But anyways, so back to what I was saying. Well, what you were saying is she helped this movie.
She did it
together.
But before we get into like the spoilers, let me give my little like impression as somebody who went in blind. So what I liked about the movie, what I really enjoyed about the movie, is you don't really see a lot of genius protagonists in a horror movie, and especially a female or a woman protagonist that is like a genius. Like you can see from the beginning the hints of her just having this like intellectual mind. That's why automatically off the bat, but without me being spoiler, I kind of already knew like hit spoilers now. She got into the colleges. I already knew
But
because she
that
was
wasn't
building.
Sarah Paulson.
No,
That
no, I was from the
was
daughter.
yeah. The
I was
daughter
talking
was
about what I
played
liked.
right. The daughter was played by Kiara Allen.
Kiara
Now,
Allen, yes.
she was the smart one. I thought you were saying Sarah.
No.
Okay.
Well, I was talking about the daughter. I was talking about like
Okay.
a protagonist. That the mother is the antagonist. But Chloe was a very smart protagonist. She was a really well-written disabled character because she had the duality of her disabilities and this mind that was trapped behind all these like illnesses, which is very common. There's a lot of like people with like autism and other like mental disorders that are like geniuses and they don't get their roses because they're misunderstood or they're like perceived a certain way off the back because they're like disabled are seen as lesser than. So
I think that
I like to be in. I like that I was in the mind and seat of that character and got to see like the struggles of perception, even though she's like out like smarting everybody in the room, even like her mom, which another spoiler. Like I'm gonna stop after this point. Like when they got into like the little closet area, her realizing that she wasn't going to be able to stop her mother from entering and choosing a way to get to safety that her mother had no choice but to bring her to safety.
I agree with you on everything you said, but because Sarah is such a good actress, her character Diane as the mom was a strong presence throughout that whole movie. No matter how smart her daughter was, she was even smarter.
I wouldn't say so.
You don't think so? Like
No.
I'm thinking, okay, for instance, how she dismantled the ramp for her daughter to be able to get up and down from the second floor to the first floor when she realized something was, I won't say a little off, but a lot off with her mom. But Diane was already a step ahead. She was a step ahead when the daughter realized that some of that medication or one of the medications had the mom's name in it. So Diane, she was ready for the answer. It just seemed like every time the daughter had a question, the mom had an answer. She was a step ahead. She made sure throughout, to me, the whole movie to keep her daughter close. She knew her daughter was smart, but she was smarter. For instance, remember every time, what was the number one thing that Chloe wanted?
Go to college.
And what was she relying on?
The mailman.
But who was always there first?
The mom. But
okay.
I feel like that.
Hey,
but here's
here's
why I have to say the mom wasn't as smart because honestly, she put so much anxiety and like fear into her daughter before even the events of the movie like went through. Like she was doing things that were suspicious that caused me to see her as not as intelligent as her daughter because she could have kept the secret of her stealing that baby by literally just allowing her to go to college. And not just going to college, but even when she was caught, it would have been so easy to gaslight her and make everything seem normal. Once she got back to the home, she could have not have locked any doors. She could have made it seem like she was freaking out and gaslighted the mess out of her. But she was too.
Do you remember towards the end of the movie? The whole basis to me of the movie was this woman wanted her daughter like super glue next to her. So she did everything she could. And the reason that I say that the mom was smart, but I'm not just saying it because I'm the mom. I'm saying because at the end of the movie, if you remember, the daughter's character, even though eventually she got away from her psychotic mother, is she became just like her. If you remember that final scene, what she did at the end.
I don't really think
so,
it means...
hey, I'm going to keep you close and near where I can control the scenario, just like you were doing for almost 18 years of my life.
I don't think it's necessarily saying that she became just like her mom. I think it's more so showing that the trauma and abuse that you have kind of leaves like an effect on you. So like she goes, no. You're saying she became exactly like her.
That's
I feel
called
like
the
a part.
effect.
I feel like it was more like a scar versus like she fully encompassed her what her mother was, and like but she's just like the younger version. I feel like yes, there's part she was raised by this woman, so it goes back to the whole debate of nurture versus natural. Like, is the child personality based off of being nurtured, or is it just their natural biological hereditary like upbringing?
My fear was always that the mother would get tired of the daughter's behavior and do something.
You thought she was gonna abandon her.
Chloe, no, I thought Chloe would not exist anymore. But then there was a scene where Chloe let her know, you need me. And that's why I'm trying to say to you, if you fast forward to the end, that ending scene was in reversal of what Chloe did when she went to go visit her mom, not mom. And it was basically, I still need you. But the roles have reversed because I'm in charge now. Remember what she spit out of her mouth?
Yeah, but I don't really necessarily see it as like Chloe needs her mom. I think I saw it more so like, as long as you live, you're gonna experience what I had to go through.
And that means she needed her to live and be in that facility.
It's more so that she lived. I feel like if Chloe would have probably got more out of her mom at the end, or her fake mom at the end, than her living. So I feel like, yes, the scars, now she's going to express that like in a negative way by doing like repeating a cycle, but I don't think it's a full cycle. I don't think she's gonna go snatch somebody's baby. That's what I'm saying. It's not exactly.
I didn't mean to go that far, but anyways, we want to go ahead and wrap this up. It's been fun discussing this in front of you guys. You know, if you don't have anything to do, or you're just winding down from work or a hard weekend or whatever, go ahead and take a look at this movie. Now, for me personally, I would give it a 6 out of 10. And don't let that 6 out of 10 keep you from watching it. Because maybe there are things in there that you see that we didn't catch. You know, I still think that it's worthwhile. But if you're going in to look at it as a thriller that's gonna like,
I think that's what disappointed me.
Then that's not gonna happen for you.
So you would recommend it?
I would recommend it, but I'm just telling you my rating for it would be a 6 out of 10.
So me personally, I wouldn't recommend it, even though I like the film, more so because I have like a higher standard for like the films that I'm like constantly like trading around with friends. I would probably give it a 6 as well, but at the same time, it's like, I feel like for me, the thing that I hold in high regard when it comes to like a thriller is suspense. Even though the mother was extremely scared, I even jumped at sometimes, even though she was just like around the corner and stuff, right? It's the fact that I could tell what the story was based off of, like really early. Like, I'm pretty sure you remember me being like, is this Gypsy Rose's story?
Yeah, you did.
I kept like, is this Gypsy Rose? Is she Gypsy Rose in her?
Yeah.
The entire movie. I'm like, until we got to see it. Yeah. So like for me, there was like a really good movie. You've never seen it, but it was either like The Invitation or The Gift. That's probably, in my opinion, one of like not the highest, but in my regards, of movies that I've seen, like one of my favorite thrillers, because you don't know what's going on the entire time. I just don't remember the name of the movie, but it was about like a party and stuff, and there was like a crazy reveal. That's what I would recommend in like a thriller personally. So I definitely would give it a 6, maybe like a 5.5. It could have been better. It wasn't a bad movie, just could have been better.
So anyways, guys, I want to thank you for checking us out, and please come back to Real Intelligence.
Like, subscribe.
Yep.
Yes. Also, y'all can follow me on TikTok as Just JT.
And as I said earlier, come on over and leave me a message also. Not only down there, we want to hear your comments. We want to know if you've already seen the movie. And we also want to know if you haven't seen it, do you plan on seeing it after hearing our review?
Also, make sure to follow us on Instagram where we have a before the movie where we give a snack or a treat before we sit down and like, watch the movie, and we discuss the what how we like the snack, if it was good, if it was bad, what we're like right before we're about to watch the movie.
And our tiki taki, or TikTok
Yes.
as it's really called. We just started it up, so you might be the first. But wherever you decide to leave a comment, we appreciate it. So take care, guys. Bye.